Hey, it's Tuesday, so you know what that means. Commander Night at Mythic Gaming Studios here in Madison, Wisconsin. Glad to have you here. We are going to be playing our favorite Precons tonight. So we all dug out our favorite Precon deck, and we're going to mash them against each other and see how it goes. I'm going to play the black Necron deck from the Warhammer 30K? 40K?
40K.
40K? It was the prequel to 40K. It was 30K. I got to play it a couple times on stream a long time ago, and every time it was super fun. There's a lot of angles to it, and it's monocolor, so that means you don't have to deal with a bunch of, ETB tap lands like you do in most precons. So,
Howdy. I brought a knife to a gunfight, I think. I'm playing Saheeli, the newest energy deck from Aether Rift, and I think that it's kind of slept on. It's all about those enters and dies triggers, and making energy, and playing artifacts.
Well, I'm playing one of the newest Precons, the 5-color Changelings Secret Lair. I originally made this deck a while ago, and I bought the Precon because it had all the cards that are already in there, and I really like the idea of just tribal. So we're gonna try it out. Although I do have to deal with all of the terrible 5-color tap lands. So
I couldn't get enough of Dragonstark here, so I am running back some Teamer Roar over here, and just want to cast big dragons, as always.
nice. And we've already done our Mythic Mulligans, and John won the roll. So if no one has any pregame actions, I think we're ready to run.
Play my usual mountain and pass.
Nice. Keeping it consistent, at least. I'll play one of the few tap lands I have, the Desert of the Glorified, and I'll pass.
All right. I will draw a card, and I'll start us off with Evolving Wilds and pass the turn.
I'll play a Path of Ancestry. It's the turn.
Right, draw a card. Let's go with the Carplusion Forest, good old school duel.
Mm-hmm.
Tap 2 and play a Talisman of Impulse.
Nice. Tap, draw for turn, swamp, and I will pass.
Alrighty. I went and got a forest.
Forest.
Just in time for me to... Alright. I'll play a Rootbound Crag, comes in untapped because I control a forest. And I will pay a green. I'll do it this way. I will attune with either. Search my library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into my hand, and I get 2 energies.
That card was so good in Standard back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to search for that in a second, but before I end things off, I'm going to pay 1. Anybody got anything in the graveyard yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm just going to play this artifact here. It's a Soul Guide Lantern. When it enters, exile target card from a graveyard. There's only 1 target. But otherwise, it can be sacked to exile everyone's graveyards.
Of course.
And I can pay 1, tap sack it to draw a card.
Yep.
And I'll go get my land. Go ahead.
Have a draw. I will play an island, and I'll tap 2 for this Skeletal Changeling. 1/1 with pay 2 to regenerate. It is also it shares the type of my commander, so I'll scroll it. I don't need that card. I'll put that at the bottom and pass the turn.
What's that artifact's tap ability again?
You can sack it to just exile each opponent's graveyard.
Okay. So no, not like a relic where you just want to turn.
No. You can either sack it to nuke the graveyards or sack it to draw a card.
Yeah. So it's some impending graveyard hate.
I'll play this forest, and we'll tap 4, and we'll stay on the green theme over here. Migration's Path. Search my library for 2 basics, put them into play tapped, and shuffle.
Nice.
More lands.
More lands. Hopefully there's some islands in this deck.
Yeah.
Then I am done after that.
All right. I will start my turn with a draw, play a land, and tap all 3 for an unstable obelisk, some artifact ramp. Pass the turn.
I'll play a Vine Glimmer Snarl as my land for turn, revealing an island.
Nice.
And it is an island.
I'm gonna pay 2 and cast this Loyal Apprentice. 2/1 haste with Lieutenant. At the beginning of combat on my turn, if I control my commander, which I currently don't, create a 1/1 Thop with flying, and that token also gains haste. So, here's a problem.
Dragons that has 7 mana on their next turn.
I think I agree with that. So I'm gonna send 2 damage to you,
Fair enough. Ouch.
and then I think I'm calling it good.
Tap up, keep and draw. Alright, I'll tap 2 for Harabaz Druid. Human Druid ally is a human, so I'll scry. I'll leave that on top. And then I will play a tapped Frontier Bivouac. It taps for each ally I control, which is currently 2.
What's that guy?
It is a 1/1 changeling with pay 2 to regenerate it. I will swing at you for 1. I'll pass the turn.
Oh, the kids are worried over here. Watch out.
Yeah.
All right, just draw a card. Oof, was really hoping that was land number 7 to just windmill slam my commander, but alas. Let's go Savala Stampede. Starting with me, each player votes for wild or free. Wild lets me reveal cards till I hit a creature and then put it on the battlefield. Free lets me put a creature from my hand onto the battlefield. So I will choose... this is actually a really tough decision. I will choose free, which is the card from hand.
I think I have a better chance of hitting like a dork or something going from the library.
But if we all vote free, if he has all 4 creatures in his hand, then
True. No, that's an excellent point. I like that. I'll go free as well.
I will echo that.
free. You get 4 creatures from your hand.
Well, the stream's going to get a treat because I do have a mitt full of creatures in my hand. So we're going to go this guy, Broodcaller Scourge, 5/7. Whenever 1 or more dragons deal combat damage to a player, I may put a permanent card with mana value less than or equal to the damage onto the battlefield. I'm going to get this guy. I get 2 treasures when he comes in.
Nice.
This might actually be real bad.
I'm going to get... there's so many dragons, I don't even know what to do here. We'll get this guy, lets my dragons be flashy. And this guy, which makes my dragons cheaper and becomes a 5/5 flyer if I have 3 or more dragons when he attacks.
Yeah.
Barf.
Sounds
Things
about right.
are happening. Go
Things are
dragons, go.
Go dragons, go.
I'll use the
Not
last
too
2
bad.
for the treasures to play the last card in my hand, and that is this 5/5 that can't attack unless I have 4 or more artifacts, and at my end step I get treasures for each non-token creature that died this turn.
Yeah. Well, now he's hellbent. So
We did it, boys. We did it. Turn 5, Precon. Woof.
Is that where we are?
Yeah, something like that. I ramped
So
twice.
3 lands.
I actually think it's 4.
Yeah.
It's his start of his turn 4.
Yeah.
Turn 4.
You know, I thought about playing Tobal. Maybe I should have, but
All right. Well, guys, I at least have some bit of assistance
Oh
here.
no!
I've got
Please don't.
all creatures get -3/-3
Oh
until end of
no!
turn.
Oh.
So I have 3 swamps, so mutilate on 3.
That's okay. I get rid of everything but the big boy.
It'll kill 3 of my.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I'm sad.
So it resolves. Everyone
Yep.
okay with that?
yep.
I hope that people are
No,
okay with
That's
that.
fine.
Yeah, I'll pass the turn on that.
This Precon's sweet.
How big is that? What does the green dragon do?
Whenever it deals damage, I can put a permanent with equal or lesser mana value to the damage. Any of my
Oh,
dragons
okay.
damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you're hellbent, so
I'm hellbent.
Too scary.
Yeah.
What's the colors on that deck?
It is a teamer, green, blue, red.
Blue, red. So we don't think those are going to come back, are they?
Never say never.
I mean,
Never say never.
it's instant speed. I guess you.
Oh, you just want to draw? You're thinking about drawing a card?
Or just getting rid of that pile. I'd rather draw, but
Yeah.
I would say that it is less likely that he's getting them back easily. He probably has at least some green recursion,
Yeah. I would
but
say.
but it's probably not going to be. We're not going to see a lot of them coming back. It's not usually a teamer thing to bring creatures from the graveyard.
sure. All right. I guess I'll keep it ready to go in case I need it. So you're passing it,
Passing.
right? All right, I'll untap and draw. I'll play my land for turn as an island. Yep. It's the play I have.
Yep.
She says, whenever I cast an artificer or artifact, I get an energy. And at the beginning of combat on my turn, I may pay 3 energies. If I do, I can create a token copy of a permanent on my board. Except it's a 5/5 artifact creature with haste, and it gets sacked at the end step. That's all I got. I will pass the
You
turn.
can copy another permanent, or what is it?
Permanent.
Yes.
Permanent. Okay.
So
Whatever
Nice.
I need,
nice
I
big
got it.
spendy artifact with a cool ability, or
Mhm.
Dude, you know what is great in this deck that has never been better? Solemn.
I'm
Yeah,
playing
that's
true.
Korean Mauler.
That's one of my favorite cards.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
2/2 Changeling. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, it gets a counter. And then I'll cast this Changeling Outcast, which will cause me to surveil one. Or sorry, scry one. I'll scry this. And that's it.
So this is a whole secret layer commander deck?
Yep, devoted to Changelings.
Oh.
So,
Well, if my last turn didn't get people to rush out and buy this deck, I don't know what does, because that was amazing. I was really hoping that was a land, but this is still reasonable.
Sounds like you and I are having opposite problems right now.
Oh no. Well, you got energy though, so that's a good mechanic.
Yep. I'll pay 2 energy to win.
dragons
the game.
are also a good mechanic.
Yes, apparently yes. Let's go. This is 2 less because I control a dragon. Draconic Lore, draw 3 cards.
That's basically a land.
I'll allow it.
I'll get a counter on my Korean Mauler.
Yes, I did play a spell. Oh, and this comes in the deck too. Cool. One of the dual lands that doesn't come into play tap.
I feel like they're getting more and more common.
Getting good.
Yep. I think a lot of pain lands are in most decks now.
All right, so we got a lot of people at 40. You both are doing things over there.
I got a 4/4.
I have a 1/1 and 3/3. But none of them fly.
All right, Zach. I know we're all good players, but I know
Yeah.
you're good over there. So
5.
5 it is.
Take 5.
Now normally I would be able to drop a 5 or less, but wait a minute.
It's just permanent,
I
right?
like to put lands too. Permanent
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah, you
Sweet.
plop lands down.
Yeah, this mountain will come out. Let's
Wow.
see. 4 mana. Pass it turn.
Nice problem to have. I only have 4 mana.
Oh no.
another land. That's okay though. Let's continue on with our controlling efforts and play a Locust Heavy Destroyer. When it enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature.
Homie.
This gets counter. All right.
What's the rest of the
It has an Earth for 8.
Acid sack the Changeling Outcast.
Tyler's Commander's going, and you still have Torian Mauler over
Yep.
there?
That hurts.
Pass the turn.
All right. Let's see. I'll slap down a mountain. I'm gonna draw a card, I think.
Good.
Oh man. Getting flooded here.
Uh-oh. That was one of the MH3 precons, right?
No.
That's a Satya.
Yes, this is Aether Drift.
Yeah. It has a lot in common with Satya, but Satya is just guy.
Mm-hmm.
This one is not that. I think I'm big chillin'.
End step. We're going to get rid of that Torian Mauler. Reality shift. You get to
Exactly.
manifest the top card of your library.
Manifest. It's
Playing
manifesting.
removable tribal out here.
Yeah, this deck is cooking.
Draw. I think I'm just gonna be fine by casting my commander.
What's yours do again?
As it enters, I choose a type. All slivers, and all non-token creatures I control are that chosen type. The same is true for cards in my. Same is true for cards in spells and cards that aren't on the battlefield. So
Yeah.
in the library.
Some of those cards aren't changelings, right?
Yes. I am gonna say that all creatures I control are gonna be cats in addition to the other types.
Okay.
And then
What's the activated in there?
I can pay 3 tap her to make a 1/1 sliver token. And I'll swing 2 over there with this manifest.
You said cats?
Yes, all my creatures are cats in addition to the other types. And
Okay.
I'll pass the turn.
We're going to get beat down by cats in a minute. Right?
Sliver cats.
My original
Slimy
deck
silver
list
cats.
had ways to blink her so I could keep changing all my creature types
I'm
when
sure
I needed it, but Sometimes you want a mag to swing with a bunch of dwarves and then defend with a bunch of cats that get bonuses.
I'm sure the fam has something to say about this, but big boy, Rennie of the Unwritten enters unless someone has a counterspell.
Ooh.
Is a 7/7 flying trample. When it enters or attacks, I look at the top 8 cards in my library, put a dragon from among them on the battlefield.
It's a no for me, dog.
Nope.
I have no responses to
All
that.
right, 1,
Up
2,
8.
3. And who knows? Maybe I'll whiff because there was a lot of dragons in my opening hand.
One can hope.
You can hope, but I wouldn't imagine.
Well, it is your. I have 8. I have 7.
One more.
Come on, dog. I think we whiffed.
Sounds like a whiff.
It's only a
Dragon
7/7.
featured card.
The breeze passing.
It's only a 7/7 trample.
The whiff. The whiff. Well, we still have fun things to do because I still have a 5/7 dragon that is able to attack here.
Yeah.
We'll stay on target for now, Zach. 5 in the
5
air.
more. Done 30.
And then I will put this land on the battlefield pass.
All right. Man, I am getting so lucky with all of these lands. They're just so much fun. It's okay though. We're gonna play Anaker the Traveler. When he attacks, may cast an artifact spell from your hand or graveyard by paying life equal to its mana value rather than paying its mana cost. We'll pass the turn.
When does that
All right,
trigger?
on your end step,
Sorry.
When does that trigger?
When it attacks.
I'm going to cycle a Sheltered Thicket to draw a card on your end step.
Nice. Sounds good to me.
I remember that deck.
Oh,
was
they're
really
terrible.
good, too.
Holy crap.
Be in trouble.
That's 5 lands in a row. This would only happen to me on stream, I suppose. I'm going to tap out. I'm going to replay my commander and hope that I will get to play Magic tonight. And pass.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
I hope you get to play Magic too.
I really hope so.
I mean, we're fighting over here, so you're fine. Plenty of time.
Alright. Time to play a cat. Feline Sovereign.
Ooh.
Because this cat shares a creature type with my cat commander, I will scry one. It says, other cats you control get +1/+1 and protection from dogs, and whenever one or more cats that you control deal combat damage to a player, destroy up to one target artifact or enchantment that player controls.
Oh, that's good.
I cannot get into the 7/7. And this 2/2 cannot get into any of those other places. So I will just pass the turn.
That is a 4/4.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Unearthed one?
No,
That was a guy who died.
that was a
That's
guy
in
who's
the
got
graveyard
that.
right now.
And you have, what's your commander?
3/3.
3, and you have a 2/2 manifest.
Actually, sorry, it is a 4/4 because it is a cat with my feline sovereign now.
And what's the sovereign?
It's 2/3, just above itself.
And your commander is
She's a 4/4.
Dragon Lord of Tarka.
Ooh, that's a shoot something for 5. For several things.
It's 5 damage divided as I choose, and it's an 8/8 flying trample. So let's go.
You never know. That manifested card could be like the real bomb.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
a land, but
Right now, it's a 2/2 cat.
I picked on your stuff a lot. We're gonna shoot down this 4/4.
Any other one?
The extra damage will go to that just in case there's any shenanigans.
That's fair.
I do not have shenanigans, so it will die.
Then I'm gonna go to combat, and we will stay on course here. Trigger. 8 cards. 6, 7, 8. He has dragons now. Well, it's not going to trigger this turn, but going on the battlefield regardless.
That's
6/4 flying trample. Whenever a dragon I control attacks, it gets double strike until end of turn.
And then I assume these two are coming at me.
They are going to
Alright, 5, and then
7.
7, and that's commander.
Really,
Should be focusing on Chad with his wraths over there because I'm sure that deck has some. But
If it does, it's buried under a lot of land. 4 to cast a Hedron Archive,
Nice.
and I will do 2 and 2 to cast the Ghost Arc, which is when it becomes crewed artifact creature cards in your graveyard gain Unearth 3 until end of turn. I will pass the turn.
Holy smokes.
When it's crewed, my creatures gain Unearth 3.
Okay.
So I can unearth stuff for cheap
Saucy.
All right.
potential.
You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Most busted turn 7 play ever.
So right.
I can't tell if it's sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what we need.
I'll gain energy off of that. Unless, blue player, you know, this would be the time. Get it out of there.
Yeah. Mental
All right.
step right there.
I'm going to pay 4. Ideally not using that card. 2 this way. I'm going to cast Pia and Kieran Nalar.
That's a card.
When it enters, I make 2 tops.
And you get energy because it's not an artifact.
Indeed. I
And
don't get any
energy.
further tops themselves, otherwise that'd be busted.
Doesn't count token.
Yeah, it's on. It's on
It
cast.
has to be cast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do stuff. I'm allowed to do stuff now.
Do the things.
I will move to combat, and I will pay 3 going down to 1, and I will copy via. Wonder if I have a copy token.
Well, that's
Well,
your
legend-
commander makes
Well,
copies.
you'll have to sack it to the legend rule immediately, but yes,
Oh, yeah.
you will get
Do
2
you still want to
tops.
do? You just want the 2 topters, or do you want to?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that does change my plan a little bit.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to do instead. What's your situation over here? Oh, yeah, I'm not getting through to you.
Yeah, that's not happening. We also like almost
And I
all.
kind of feel like we also need to
we all
work
certainly.
together a little bit.
Yeah, we all certainly die on his turn because they all will have double
Alright.
strike.
Yeah, I think I'll stick to my original guns. I'll copy via. I will sack the copy right away, but I'll get my 2 tops out of it.
You have to tap a couple more lands, right?
No, just
You
go to
pay
combat.
Read a make an artifact copy
Oh,
of it.
3 energy just makes
Yeah.
a copy. That's right. Oh, it's a 5/5, right?
It comes in and then it comes in as a 5/5 artifact copy, and then immediately the legend rule applies, and he's selecting
yes.
the.
He gets the Optars.
Yeah, I mean, I could have made another Soul Ring, but when you have a land or a handful of lands, what's the point?
Yeah.
So,
Nothing to see.
bad power check.
I've got nothing. I've got a uncrewed vehicle.
And how big is the
Uncrewable.
vehicle?
It's uncrewable. I don't have anyone to crew it with.
All right, I'll swing at you for 4, Commander.
1, 2, 3, 4, and I've got 4 commander from you.
I have a stupid play I could make, but
Does it involve getting rid of one of the dragons on the board?
oh, it definitely does.
Don't
Okay.
get rid of these dragons. They're
Definitely get
But
rid of.
that's not the only thing it gets rid of. So.
That's
just
fine
a
by me.
circus over here.
That's fine by me.
I mean,
Like
yeah.
I think we
I think,
super
yeah,
die.
if I have any real chance of coming back, I think I need to do this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
At least
Plenty.
definitely 8. Yep.
I'll do a blast.
Oh my god, that is so good right now.
Well timed.
Goodness,
You
thank
guys are
goodness.
toast.
Whew.
Oh,
I'll make a
man.
sliver for it to die again immediately, but yeah.
Oh, any deck that has a blast massacre
Actually,
is a good commander deck. in
We'll
my
flip
eyes.
up my morph. It is a lava
Set
belly
me back
tank.
to, but it also prolongs the game.
No, that's
Wow. Oh yeah, I mean
That's important.
definitely.
This has been a very fast pre-con game so far.
yeah.
I mean, one of you would have dead to 3 dragons alone next.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that was very smart.
I'm straight chilling here, so go ahead.
Untap.
You've earned at least one turn of no ataxies.
Yeah, that was a save the stream point right there.
Yeah.
Collect the list.
Tap 5. I'm
Maybe
gonna
I
cast
could have got
this
another one in.
Tender Shoot Dryad. Pass the turn.
Oh, Tender shoot.
Which one is that?
Up every upkeep I get a 1/1.
Oh, this is the city's blessing.
Yeah, and
one.
if you have the city's blessing, they all get +1.
Oh, your deck has some sauce too. Okay.
I'm 1 away from
Perfect. Let's dragon.
Dragon's back.
Roar. Top 8. Unless somebody has a counter spell. on those
Nope.
decks.
Nope.
5, 6, 7, 8. Oof. Choices. You have a tender shoot, which is a dryad, right?
Yes. It is just a 2/2.
And it is a 2/2.
Oh yeah.
I think we might need to put a stop to that. Make it a glory bringer.
Gross.
Oof.
It is a 4/4 flying haste for the kids at home. Whenever it attacks, I may exert it, and it deals 4 damage to target non-dragon creature an opponent controls.
Indeed.
Yep.
We will swing. I got to stay on consistent over here, Zach. We're coming your way because you don't have any flyers.
I have no
right?
flyers,
And we'll exert to shoot the tender shoot. You have 4 coming.
I take 4 down to 14.
I was gonna say that. I hope that wasn't part of your deck.
No, just tokens.
All right. Let's start with 2 and 2 and cast Imhotep, the Stormlord. He says, whenever one or more artifact cards leave your graveyard, create 2/2 black Necron Warrior artifact creature tokens. At the beginning of combat on your turn, another target artifact creature you control gets +2/+2 and gains Menace until end of turn.
Spicy.
All right. I am going to immediately crew the Ghost Ark. The Ghost Ark now being crewed, I'm going to tap 3 to unearth our boy Anriker. He is unearthed, which means he must be sacrificed at the end of turn. And I am going to move to combat.
He gets exiled when he's
Exiled,
gone, right?
yep. Yeah, I'm going to move to combat, and I am going to... Oh, and actually I have a trigger from making the 2, so I'll make 2 zombies. They come in untapped. 2... Yep.
That's when an artifact leaves your graveyard?
Yep, when an artifact leaves the graveyard, so that actually happens before the ETB, I guess. And then I will move to attacks. You got a 7/7 flyer.
Does something get +2/+2 minus?
Yeah, I'll do that once I declare attacks. Because I'm going to stack a couple triggers, because he's got a trigger, and then he's got a trigger.
Was at the beginning of combat? It's the start of combat.
Yeah.
Start of yeah, that's why.
Okay, so start of combat, I will give Anriker the additional 2/2 and haste, so he's a total of 6/6 target menace and haste. And then I'm going to tap, attacking you, and the flying Ghost Ark, I'm going to attack at you.
Post Malone coming in.
Yeah, and then the trigger on this says, when it attacks, I may cast an artifact spell from my hand or graveyard by paying life equal to its mana cost. I will pay 4 life to recast the Locust Heavy Destroyer. So everyone sack a creature.
Oh.
I will choose to leave out the Locust and sack one of my zombies.
And you get 2 more because it comes
And
from
then
the
I
graveyard.
get 2 more for that, so that comes up to 3. Thank
Oh,
you.
now your deck's doing its thing.
Now it's doing the thing. So I've got 6 your way and 3 your way flying, and this one has menace.
All right, I have
And
no blocks.
then
Yep.
you paid the 4, and then pay 4 life. And I think that's it.
Yep. And then
What's that thing do that made us all sack a creature? What's the rest of it?
it's just the unearth. That's the thing. So I can cast it for its unearth, which is 8, and that's flying.
Okay. That's 3/2?
It's a 3/2. So it's like a good, what's the zombie one?
Fleshbag Marauder.
Yeah, Fleshbag Marauder with flying and unearth. End of turn, the Arakar goes to exile.
Yep.
And I
He's
throw away, and
What is that?
Commander damage.
commander damage
Okay.
from Tyler. I am good to pass.
Lots of stuff all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah.
Lots and lots.
You just keep making sack his big dragons.
I mean, right now, like, I hope you guys see
That's the game plan.
The issue is, right now, I am not going to be able to deal with 7/7s that likely, except for...
Well, the thing is, if you swing
This
that,
is a boy, he's gonna kill
you
you.
block the flyer that then can unearth itself to
Right.
then make him sack.
It's
it.
trampled.
This is-
Yeah, but that thing going to the graveyard is
This is
important.
incredibly frustrating, but I have drawn 6 lands in a row now.
Oof.
I don't even know how that's possible.
Soup.
So we're just gonna bring the rollback out for 8 mana.
I would recommend just seeing my board state and knowing that I'm trying to take out dragons. If he attacks me, I'm going to sack it, and then I will have enough to recast it for unearth. So if you don't have another creature, I don't want you to get upset that I'm going to try to take out dragons if I can, and the only way I can do it is by everyone sacking
You know
a
what?
creature.
You're listening to the
probably
man
onto
with all the
something,
permanents
so-
on the board.
Yeah.
Remember,
I
you're
got enough
not.
mana that maybe when I do draw something, I can play both.
Oh, we're not
Yeah.
playing the commander. Okay.
That's
I will continue to not play Magic and pass the turn.
all right.
I'm not trying to get you to not play Magic. I just don't want you to get upset that I'm not.
No, it's not you. It's this deck is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Let me
close
down.
enough.
Just making sure it was clear. I don't want you to be like, oh man, every time I play my commander, he makes me kill it.
Yeah.
Oh, my commander.
That's definitely not you. You're not the target. You're just
I think I'm going to continue not play Magic and pass.
everyone's looking at
Well-
how many more dragons is he gonna drop?
Yeah, it's like I don't.
No, I feel it.
Whatever I'm going to play is not going to be the worth of.
So you said you're
4
going to
dragons.
sack your guy.
No, if you attack me, I'm going to block,
Yeah.
and otherwise I'm
You
going.
don't have any sack outlet
I
out
do
there.
not have a sack outlet. No.
To attack you or stay on course again. Hold on. Trigger attack.
Oh, that's true.
Let's see what happens here.
Could be
At
big dragon.
4, 7, 8.
So 3 attacks. He's seen a quarter of his deck already. It's pretty impressive.
Holy cow! I didn't know that.
Well,
was
plus the ETP.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, I think he's seen. Yeah. Because he replayed it. He played it twice
Yeah.
and then attacked twice. So it's 4 against 20, 24. 20, 32 cards. That's a lot of cards.
This deck's got some sauce.
Third of
in
the
it.
deck.
Yeah.
Oh my. See what's on my. Those are good cards.
Yeah. The biggest thing.
Should have played that other card. I don't know.
The biggest thing with the commander is just like it keeps like even if you kill it, it's like oh I got to replay and get the ETB again. Yep.
Put this guy on the battlefield. He's a 6/6 flying. His name is Hammerhead Tyrant. Whenever I cast a spell, return up to 1 target non-land permanent an opponent controls with value less than or equal to the spell's mana value to its owner's name.
Woof.
So he's kind of like a mini. It's that one Hellbreaker horror.
Yeah.
It's a fair version because it can only target your opponent's stuff.
Yeah.
Up to 14.
And then there's a 7 guy
Yep,
coming your way.
14
I should
commander.
have just played this other guy. I could have got you. I didn't even realize it was in my hand. Let's go Arcane Signet. So let's see. It's value less or equal to. So 2 or less.
I've got zombies would be my only target. Can you hit lands?
Zombies.
No. Non-lands.
Yes.
Zombies
Zombies bounce
and
a zombie. And then this is the card I should have played pre-combat and just killed somebody, but it is what it is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is going to bounce something else. Let's see.
It's everything.
Yep. You hit everything on my board.
Yeah, we're definitely not hitting the one you want. Let's see. Let's pop. These guys just kind of come back and do their thing. This doesn't have any ETB or anything. We'll put your commander back.
I'll put it to hand instead of command zone.
And I will pass the turn.
Black. 2. Scorpec. Lord, sorry, Warhammer 40k fans out there. I'm really not going to nail any of these. Scorpec Lord, Menace. Other artifact creatures I control get +1/+0 and have Menace. So that's cool. I'm going to put one of the tap for crew, to crew the Ghost Arc, and then I will swing the Ghost Arc for 4 Menace your way.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
I got a buff first.
It got a buff because it's a artifact creature when it attacks. So artifact creatures get +1/+0 and have Menace.
All right, so how much damage?
4.
Okay, I'll just take 4.
Cool. And I will make it clear to everyone, I have 7 mana and the obelisk is online.
Oh, he did remember Zopolis. I was wondering if you were forgetting about it over there.
No, I just was trying to sacrifice stuff more as a priority. But so yeah, if we need to take care of one of a certain dragon, is it on cast, the spell cast? That
For the dragon's ability?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah,
it's on
that's
cast.
on
Yeah.
cast.
And cards in hand? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. We might blow some stuff up, but I'm hoping we have some other support there before that has to happen.
Good.
That's turn. Please get a card.
It was a land.
It was not.
It was.
Land card.
Okay. Well, no one
What's
can.
that deck doing?
I have no idea. I filed shuffled it before I
7
got
lands in a
here.
row is.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
unbelievable.
you should get a lot of ticket efforts.
But you know what? The universe
Be a loser though, right?
Yeah.
giving me a little bit.
You did make one of the best plays in the game, at least at that point.
I will.
Yeah.
It was at least a triumph.
Hey, there you
yeah,
go.
yeah. At least it's
So you know what? Even if my commander gets sacrificed, I can just replay her. So I'll just hope she.
and
does.
now it's-
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
It is a little bit less likely that he's attacking into it until you at least. Yeah, please.
Sahili
Yep.
and pass.
I always was surprised that she didn't generate any energy when she came in. Like, I feel like it could have been,
Yeah.
what is that? What is it? Red, green, blue? Teamer 1 and X.
Yeah.
And for ever many X you tap additionally, you get that many, or XX.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Something.
There's tons of energy production in this deck.
Yeah. But so when she comes in, it'd be nice because then right away, maybe,
I'll recast my commander and I'll
something.
one.
I'm just
Right.
saying that was a flaw
land,
I
I'll
saw.
pass.
Yeah, I mean, she can be activated the print she comes out, which is nice, but you need
Oh,
to
I
have
should
a
name
board
a creature
already ready to go.
I will name. I guess I got to see that before I even. I'll name
Kitty cats.
oxes.
Ooh. What is the one, the tumblewags or whatever?
Yep. Ox. Well, we'll see. I don't think I'm gonna survive. That's the thing.
Go to combat.
You should blow it up before she gets her deck.
Yeah, I think the best one to blow up is actually your commander.
Yeah.
So I will tap 7 and sacrifice the obelisk to attempt to destroy your commander.
He is to the command zone.
All right, obelisk is in yard.
I will
Still in
get
combat.
my ducks in order. We're still in combat.
All right.
Quack.
Yeah. I'll pump this 4 times.
Sure.
And I'll send that to you for 7. And this one is not going to come to you because you have a flyer. So 6 your way, Tyler.
Yep.
And I'll play this land and pass.
All right,
Okay, what's that, 33?
that sounds right.
Yeah, okay.
Anyone wondering what the ox was gonna be? It was gonna be give all my creatures double strike.
Oh, that guy's in the deck.
That guy's in the deck.
Oh,
Yeah, the Precon. It's
that
pretty
deck
sweet.
was fun.
It is fun.
All right,
Surprised you didn't play Morpheon though. That card's so good.
It's just not like he
2,
doesn't do anything
3,
in the command. Like at
Yeah.
least this is making tokens.
It's a little more exciting.
Yeah, at least it
4,
does other things.
8,
Morpho, it's just like
2.
the deck came with Fist of Suns. I would probably play Morpho.
Well, they might get revenge for you unless I pull off the full arch.
I mean, I think it's a real battle right here.
Yeah.
Between the Necrons and Dragons.
All right, 8. Shard of the Nightbringer.
Oh.
When Shard of the Nightbringer enters battlefield, if you cast it, target opponent loses half their life rounded up. You gain
What?
life equal to the life lost that way. I will target you.
You lose
Lose
15.
15. I'll gain 15.
Yeah.
Die.
I guess I should say, do you have any responses?
80 flyer. Cast it, target.
It's on cast, too.
Life.
Oh, yeah, it's on cast even, so the counter doesn't even.
It's rounded.
Issued.
It's when it enters if you cast it.
Yeah, oh, sorry,
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah,
They don't want
if
you to
cast.
blink
So,
that.
Yeah.
But
Lose 15?
Yeah.
yep. Lose 15, go to 14.
And
Pretty big.
let's
Wow,
see.
that's
And
I'm
it
gonna go-
flies.
And it flies.
And it flies. And it,
Oh, don't
everything has
return that to your hand. That's for darn
and
sure.
everything has
1.
minus.
It's an 8/8.
So I'm going to tap 1 to crew. Then I'm going to go
Blood.
Yeah. I think
3,
you die.
7, 8, 9, 10,
This guy
11.
gives whenever any other artifact creature.
Other, yeah, so
Any other.
any other artifact creatures you control get +1/+0 and have.
Menace.
So I've got 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14.
I
Next,
get 2.
what's that? No?
Oh, 11. Yeah,
Yeah, 11. Yeah,
So-
7, 11.
yeah, so 3, I'll do it again.
I
3,
got it.
7,
4.
8, 9, 10, 11, and he doesn't give himself one, so Xaxes 14.
Yeah, you're
He
plus the
does not
3.
give himself.
But he's at
He
3,
does not.
so
It says other.
All the 3 makes it 14.
14, yeah.
14.
Lethal me. Woo! Nicely done, sir. The crack back.
Alright.
All right.
Dead.
I will, with that, pass the turn.
All right, I'll tell you what.
Battle of the Artifacts, though. Well,
What artifacts?
yeah, that's true.
My soul ring versus an entire army.
Well, we know you at least have the mana to cast anything you draw.
Focusing on
Indeed.
Yeah.
that for that.
All right.
Maybe I had
Fine.
a little time.
I definitely think Chad was in a way better spot than I
Oh,
was.
you can't make this
Well,
up.
obviously, that
Yeah.
start to get there, but I feel like if I didn't get you, then I just lose everything. But,
Yeah.
You cannot make that up.
Oof.
Oh,
All right,
wow.
In the interest of expediency, I'm going to gracefully concede to you,
That's
my guy.
fair.
I think I got 9. I've got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, plus maybe
+2 for the menace and
maybe yeah. So I don't win next turn, but I can understand the frustratingness.
I mean, there's just no way I can catch up. Even if I play one artifact, there's just no way.
Yeah, we did learn that this when we played when we were playing the Aether Drift Commander like Knight, that this can go infinite because it did.
I did it like that deck, and I did it with cards from the Precon. Even though I did had a couple changes in it. I also remember being very frustrated at that deck for the first half of the game and just feeling. I think I actually was land floated too. I just sat there doing nothing.
Yeah,
and it was like.
Yeah, this is a first for me.
Yeah. So let's just for a pause here. How many lands do you have right now? Total.
If the top deck isn't land.
Don't count the top deck, but just how many total?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 on the field.
8,
and
9,
4 in hand,
I haven't
12.
played my land.
12 versus how many spells that are non-lands do you have between in playing in the graveyard?
Oh, sure.
And a land in the graveyard.
He's got another. You got 2 lands.
Oh my god.
And he evolving
So
wild.
5 cards were not.
6.
And the soul ring.
yeah,
That's rough.
6 against.
And he evolving wild in the beginning, so you
Yeah.
got a land with you basically got 2 lands out. Like
Yeah.
that is rough.
I will say, this deck isn't. It's not excellent at winning.
Yeah.
But it usually is doing stuff.
Right.
yeah.
No, that's rough.